picked up these 3 colors from Target. Feet slipped out under me and I fell. My sister Catherine yelled, "Madeline's bleeding!" I'm running so late, I need to stop yapping. If you're new here, my name's Madeline. I am a PhotoPass cast member at Walt Disney World and I live in Orlando, Florida. I'm going to Hollywood Studios tonight for this little photographer meetup. It's a bunch of people who just like to take pictures of the park, and I've never done anything like this before, so I'm really excited. If you guys know somebody named Cast on Film, her name's Mackenzie, and she has this really cool film account on Instagram where she goes to the parks and takes photos of cast members and posts them, and it's really cool. I've met her a handful of times and she actually took some really cute pictures of me outside of the Magic Kingdom entrance when I was working one day, and she's back in town, so she's the one who kind of organized all of this, and it's a bunch of people who like take photos of Disney, like I said, and there's a few people from PhotoPass that I know that are gonna be going, so let's go ahead and get ready for that. I'm just gonna clean my face off with this. I don't have anything on, but I've just been kind of like at home doing homework today, so I just want to make sure my skin is clean. I'm also vlogging this or taking this video on a new camera that I just got. I used to have a Canon Rebel T6i, which was my mom's old camera, and I really just wanted something that was like a point and shoot, easy to use, so I sold it on a website called MPB. If you've never heard of it, somebody that I work with actually told me about it, and it's so nice. They actually I think they're based in New York, but you just go in and put in what kind of camera that you're gonna be turning in, like trading to them, and you put the condition and you just ship it to them. And they pay for like the shipping label, everything. I literally just took it to FedEx, put it in a box and sent it over. And then they I think they gave me like $430 for my camera and the few lenses that I had. And I was able to buy this one with the money that I got from it, which was super nice. So if you're interested in selling or buying a used camera, definitely check them out. I'll leave a link to their website below so you guys can look at it, but really, really, really good deal. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury moisturizer. I like hoard this, and I only use it when I know I'm gonna be doing like actual makeup because I feel like it's such a nice moisturizer. I don't want it to go to waste. I have these little, I don't even know what you would call them, a little scooper, I guess. They come with whenever I get a Laneige lip scrub, it always comes with them, and I save them and I use them, so I'm not like digging my fingers in the moisturizer every time and just like get under my nails and stuff. It's also currently thundering and lightning outside, so I'm not sure what the weather's gonna be like tonight. My guess is it's gonna rain because it's Florida, and that's just what happens in Florida. But I've been getting into lip liners. I've never used them before, and I used one this past Christmas when I did a red lip. I like tried a red lip liner and I really liked it. So I picked up these 3 colors from Target. They're the NYX ones. I got a matte one that's in shade Cherry Skies, this one that's Nude Truffle, and then Nude Pink. I don't know which one's gonna look good on me because I'm very much a beginner. So I kind of want to try one of these tonight and see how it looks. I think I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty Tinted Moisturizer tonight. I use shade 3. When I went to Sephora, I just asked if they could shade match me because I can never tell. And I always like to put it on the back of my hand so I don't put too much on. I used to be a big beauty blender girl when I was like first starting to wear makeup, and I have recently transitioned to using brushes. I feel like the past like year and a half. I feel like it just makes it look less streaky and splotchy, and it also doesn't eat up as much of the product. Whenever I use a beauty blender, I feel like half the product is gone and you have to use twice as much, which maybe I'm just not using it correctly, but I think I'm into the brushes now. This tinted moisturizer and the Rare Beauty ones are my favorite 2 that I've tried. I also really love this. I feel like I don't see anybody using this. My mom got it for me, but it's the Complexion Rescue from Bare Minerals, and I usually pair this with the Glow Drops by Drunk Elephant. So if you haven't tried this, definitely try it out. It's really nice. It's 4:45 and we're supposed to be meeting at 5:30, so I need to like hurry up because I don't know what I'm wearing either. I'm either gonna do denim shorts or a tennis skirt, and because it's raining, I'm leaning more towards a tennis skirt because I do not want to be getting wet while I'm wearing denim. That's just gross. Today is also the 30th, and I think 30th, I was right. It's the 30th anniversary of Tower of Terror today, which is super exciting because we're going to Hollywood Studios and I had no idea. So that's kind of fun that we're gonna be there on this celebration. I wonder if they'll have any like merchandise or anything. Next, I'm gonna do this Rare Beauty. I don't even know what it's called. It's like a brightening. It's like an under eye brightener. This is what it looks like. I really like it. I got it last year. And it has like a little metal tip, which is interesting. But I'm just gonna do that under my eyes. I feel like it's not as thick as like a concealer would be, which I do like about it. Because every time I use concealer, and again, probably because I'm not doing it right, I feel like it just like creases and looks really cakey when I use it. So I like this a little bit better. And I usually just take whatever's on the brush and kind of put it other places. I just kind of make it up as I go, to be quite honest. Now I'm gonna use the Patrick Ta. I'm gonna use the bronzer and the blush, which I really like. I love that it has the cream and the powder. And he says you're supposed to use the powder first, so that's what I do. And I just kind of like, I don't know, dab it on in the places where I think I want to look tan, on my cheeks, and then usually like a little bit on my forehead and a little bit on my nose. I didn't have work today, so I've just been getting a lot of schoolwork done. Okay, now I'm gonna take this brush. These brushes are all e.l.f. brushes. It was like a giant kit that I got, so that's what all of them I'm using. I tried to put this like on top of my cheekbones because I have a round face and I feel like it's easy to make your face look rounder if you put it in the wrong spots. I'm just gonna go back in with that brush that I used to do the tinted moisturizer and just go over everything to make sure it's like all blended in. So I don't want there to be like big brown streaks or anything like that. And this bronzer is She Sculpted because I know they have two different colors. And then I'm gonna use their blushes. I have two of them. One of them I got for Christmas and the other one I got for my birthday because this one is way too bright for me. It is a really, really pretty color, but when I put it on, it is so bright. I can use like a tiny, tiny bit. So I ended up getting this one for my birthday, which is like a little bit lighter, a little more natural, which I think I prefer. And this one's in the color Not Too Much, and the really bright one is in She's It All. I think that looks decent. I'm gonna use a little bit of the cream part. The creams are so much more pigmented than the powders, obviously, so I have to be careful when I use these because I can get a little heavy-handed accidentally. But I do really like that like sun-kissed look. I have pretty dark, thick eyebrows, so I really don't do much. I use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and I mostly use it because it has a little spoolie on the end to just kind of brush them out. The only part that I really fill in, which you might not be able to see it on camera, but I have a scar right here on my eyebrow and it goes like right through my eyebrow. So sometimes I'll just fill that in a little bit. And most people that I've like told don't realize that I have a scar there. They think that's just like what my eyebrow looks like. And it's an interesting story. I'll tell it right now. My family goes to the lake every single summer. If you've heard of it, it's called the Lake of the Ozarks. It's in Missouri because I'm from Kansas City, so it's only like a 2.5-hour drive for my family. But our parents would always yell at us, do not run on the dock. That was like, yelled at us every single day. And at this time, I think I was like 5th grade, 4th grade, I think. And because the dock gets super slippery, which I don't understand why docks get slippery because they're meant to have water on them. But it was the 4th of July at the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri, and I was playing with my cousins and my sisters, and I think my sister was chasing me or something, and I was running, and I remember my feet just, like, I was running, and then all of a sudden it just went black. And it was, like, do you know how in movies they show, like, characters hitting their head and they see stars, like, there's stuff floating around their head? That's literally what I saw. Like, when I smacked, I fell, like, my feet slipped out under me, and I fell and smacked my head on the dock. And I literally saw, like, white spots, and I got up, and I think I must have been in shock. I got up and I was like, I'm fine, like telling everybody that I was okay. And my little sister, like when she had run after me, I think she ran and jumped into the lake. So when she turned around, she just saw like blood gushing from my head. And I think I was in shock. I was like, I'm fine. And then my sister Catherine yelled, Madeline's bleeding! Because at the time I was probably like 10 or 11, so she was probably like 8 or 9. And freaked out. So then I run again all the way back up to the house, and I run into the bathroom. Meanwhile, all the parents it's 4th of July. They're all upstairs in the main house, like cooking stuff, getting ready for dinner. It was like dinner time. And I remember I ran to the bathroom and I splashed water on my face, and I looked up in the mirror and there was just a huge like gash in my head, but it was pink. and then like slowly blood started coming out of it. And at that moment, my mom walked in the bathroom and was like, oh my gosh, like what happened? I was like, I'm fine, I swear, like it's okay, like it's just a cut. Like trying to convince my parents that I was fine. And both my parents, like the next part was like a blur. I remember the hospital at the lake is like, it takes an hour to get there, I think, because nothing is close. So they drove me an hour to the hospital, and it's the 4th of July at like a really busy lake. Everybody's like drinking and partying, so it was slammed, like so busy. People were in there with like all these injuries, and they were just trying to like get people in and out. And so they decided, the doctors, that it would be better to glue it shut instead of just giving me stitches. And there's a really gross picture of me that my dad took of me when I was little with this gash in my head. I'll insert it in like a second, so if you don't want to see it, just skip forward like 10 seconds. But there's the picture, really gross. And so they glued it shut. We went back, and my parents were so mad at me for just like messing around and doing that, and just it was a whole debacle. And then it ended up getting infected like a few weeks later when I went home, because when they glued it shut, they didn't clean my eye out. And at the time, like, I didn't know any better, and I think my parents were just assuming the doctors knew what they were doing, but they didn't like clean my eyebrow out. So some of the lake water that was on me probably like dripped down into my cut, because I had been in and out of the lake all day, sunscreen, all that. So it got infected, and luckily it was fine. Like I just had to put disinfectant on, but they did have to shave like half of my eyebrow off when I was little. I'll try to find some more pictures of that. Looking back, it's so funny, but when I was little, it was not good. I need to hurry up because it's already 4:55. But that's a really funny story, and that's why I have this gigantic scar on my eyebrow. All right, I'm just curling my lashes, and then this is my all-time favorite mascara. It's a Tower 28 one in shade Jet. So good. I actually tried one of the miniature ones they have when you are like leaving Sephora, and I loved it. So then I ended up getting the big version, the full size. I always do the top part first, and then I go back in with the bottom, and then I'll probably I really like doing eyeliner on my waterline. I think it makes my eyes pop more. I don't know if it's because I have like dark eyes, or that's just kind of like what it's meant to do. I've tried the Alex Earl like white eyeliner under my eyes. Well, I think it's really pretty. I feel like it doesn't look as good on me. I think black or brown liner on my waterline looks better. Maybe the white's like supposed to be more for people who have like light eyes, like green or blue. Now, while my mascara dries before I do the eyeliner, I probably should have done that first, but I really want to try out these lip liners. I got this one, this darker one, Cherry Skies, because I feel like it would look really good with my black honey. I'm a big black honey girl. I have like 3 of these. I have the gloss version, and then I also they have a CoverGirl one. This isn't the one, but it looks like this, and it's called, I think, Berry Kiss, and it's a dupe for black honey. So if you want to try black honey but you don't want to pay the full price, try this CoverGirl one. It's pink, and it's called the Clean Fresh Tinted Lip Balm and Berry Kiss. Try that one out. But I'm just gonna like swatch these on my hand to see what they look like. Oh, that might not look good, black honey. It's like really red. That's what they look like. I think I'm gonna try this one, which is the middle one. And I'm again a beginner to lip liner, so I'm still learning how to do it. All right, there's lip liner. Oh, and it's you probably can't hear it. It's thundering so much right now. Let's try the other one, which is nude pink. Did I just pick out like awful colors for myself? I feel like this one's way too light. Shoot! This might have been a big fail. Okay, let's just try this one, since I like the black honey. Cherry Skies. I feel like I'm so bad at this. I need to practice. It's funny because I swatched this one on my hands, and I feel like I liked the least, but now that I put it on, I think this one's my favorite. Okay, let's go over it with black honey and see what it looks like. Oh my gosh, that's like perfect. Okay. That was like perfect. How does that happen? Cherry Skies and black honey, elite combo. Definitely have to try. These two are really pretty colors, and I want to try the nude truffle again, maybe with something else. But this one I think is way too light. I'm gonna have to gift this to somebody because that's a no. Let's do some eyeliner. If you're new to doing under eyeliner or you're scared of like your eye, I definitely recommend these NYX Jumbo sticks. They're so nice and like creamy, and I feel like it's like not as bad when you're sticking it in your eye as like a really small, like sharp little eyeliner. So bad, I'm really running so late. I need to stop yapping. All right, last thing I'm doing. I'm gonna put on some Laura Mercier, just a little bit of powder, just kind of like under my eyes and a little bit my T-zone, because that's where I like sweat the most. Okay, I'm gonna do my hair really quick and put on my outfit, and then I'll come back and show you the final look. Okay, I finally finished getting ready, and I had to get ready in 5 minutes. I just put my hair into these braids because I don't have time to do anything else. I don't want to wear it just down because it's too hot. And then I have my little Yoda ears on. I forgot where these are from, like Loungefly or Bubble Bar, but they sell them in the parks. And then I have on my Mandalorian t-shirt, this little black Align skirt from Lululemon, white Converse, and then I'm taking my little black Walt Disney World backpack. But that is all for the Get Ready With Me today. I hope you enjoyed the story of me cracking my head open when I was 10. But if you guys like this video, please like it and subscribe, and stay tuned because I'm going to be having a week in my life vlog coming up very shortly as well. Bye!